knock it out the park, home run. I'm a giant Barry Bonds. She told me that the money make her try more, not a mother ain't nothing. I've been always feeling like the one. I'ma show 'em how it's done.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 22, Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The numbers for Julio in last week's effort, 5 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting their first down on a big play of 18 yards. Tannehill now to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go.
Here's Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he returns it on just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Dancing to his left. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders. Shreds the... As Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Titans.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. Oh, and now some space to operate. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Oh, I know how I feel.
scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive, and last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 24, Allen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a carry for Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on second down. Escapes the defender. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Here we go. Right here.
Couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Allen escapes the sack. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats, CD, it shows us he covered better than 20 yards after the initial contact was made.
Now that's all about... making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And again, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill, he's going to look downfield for Henry. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Tannehill. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Racey McMath, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 2nd and 10, Allen, and that's complete to Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And some room to work. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Allen to throw once more, eluding the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. This has been a pretty sizable drive that had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown! Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He hits Beasley right side. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A good run there on right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Williams loses the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back now in Nashville. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, here's Henry across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Josh Allen and the offense now. Down by 12. Just over 1:40 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Allen. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Our eyes shift now to the Tennessee defense here. They are holding serve here at home. The fans were into this one. They did what they needed to do.
And right now I'm just cupping my hand to my ear and listening to the approval that they're getting from the home crowd right now.
That's actually true, by the way. He was physically cupping his hand right here.
A job well done. Exactly what you want to accomplish, though. Let's face it, we talk to every coach in the league. We want to take care of our home games, establish home field superiority, win at home, and they're going to get that done.
He gets this complete to Diggs. Able to get this all the way out close to midfield, just what the doctor ordered on play one of this drive in crunch time. Throwing on first down is Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on all their throws.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.